Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Ask Amity Show. Today, we'd like to talk to you about co-owning of property, perhaps with siblings. So the question is, if I co-own a property with my sibling as joint tenants, can I still set up my own living trust without causing reassessment to the property tax? The issue probably comes up pretty common many times, especially prior to marriage. Siblings may invest in a property together, and then after they, each have their own families, they want to make sure that this property that they've invested in goes to their children. So the issue is you and your brother or your sister invested in a rental property and titled the ownership as joint tenants. If you want to plan for your 50% ownership to be inherited by your children upon passing, can you do so if the title is as joint tenants with your brother?
So what is joint tenancy? The term joint tenant refers to a legal ownership structure involving two or more parties. So each tenant has an equal right to the asset and is afforded survivorship rights if one of the owners die. A surviving tenant inherits the total value of the other tenant's share of the property upon death of that other member. Therefore, should you break this joint tenancy by placing your interest in a trust to be inherited by someone other than your brother or a joint tenant, the property is then likely to be assessed.
So there is a solution to this issue. A solution to this issue could be retitling the property. If you and your brother are in agreement, you can both decide to retitle the ownership as tenants in common instead of joint tenants. So in this situation, a tenant in common may control his or her share independently and no longer would have survivorship rights. So once the property is retitled as tenants in common, then you would be able to control your 50% or your ownership share and have it funded into your living trust, for instance, and plan for your 50% to go elsewhere because there is no longer this right of survivorship tied to the property.
That's all that we have for you today. If you'd like to discuss more about your situation and how we can customize your estate plan so that the properties are not reassessed, give us a call and we'll be more than happy to discuss. Remember to subscribe to our channel and we'll see you in the next one.